What's going on, people? Y'all doing all right? Y'all see Jackie over here? He's trying to bail out before he's on camera. See if y'all can see him. Oh yeah, we got a thumbs up to Jackie. TJ's finishing the string, so he'll be here in a minute. No need to worry. Tonight we're gonna restring this Hoyt Power Max. We're gonna give away some one-stringer arrow wraps, and we're gonna completely strip an old Jennings bow that's gonna get sent off to be dipped. So stay tuned. Who knows what'll blow up tonight or what screw we'll lose. Let me get on here. Oh yeah, we good. We good.
I'm coming.
I'm gonna go ahead and start stripping these strings off.
Alright, let me get mine going here.
Go ahead and throw this out there if you're watching live. We got these one-stringer arrow wraps here we're giving away. Green and black carbon fiber look on them. Let me just open them up so y'all can see them. Get these buttes out. Look at that carbon fiber look.
Oh man.
So pick a number between 1 and 25. We'll pick it at the end of our feed. We'll say that 100 times as usual, but throw it out there to the first people on. Jackie's coming back through. Y'all get ready.
Jackie's just gonna get some paper towels.
I thought he was gonna make an appearance. I think we ought to just leave Jackie to the live stream. But here's Jackie. He will entertain y'all for the rest of the evening.
Alright. What's going on, Leon?
Get rid of all these strings.
What's going on, Jeff and White?
The air's coming on, so it may get loud for a minute. It'll be all right. Don't panic.
You got strings already?
Yep.
Alright.
No need to panic.
I guess Muddy Ducks is running late this week.
Uh-oh. Might be on vacation.
Could be. Nope, she's here.
She's there. Looks like she was dead.
Oh, finished eating. I don't blame you. I'm about hungry myself.
Me too. Good old pork chop would be nice.
I'm having surprise dinner because I didn't lay nothing out. I didn't lay no hamburger meat out or deer meat out. Leon said the strings arrived, looked awesome. Hopefully get them on tonight or tomorrow.
Oh yeah. We got a Hoyt Power Max here. We are restringing it, giving it a little tune-up, and then we got an old Jennings Buckmaster that we're going to completely take apart, and the guy's going to take it and get it dipped. See if I can cut my finger open here.
And Muddy Duck says you cooking pork chops if we come to a shoot.
Need to. No, in all seriousness, Partain has always talked about doing a barbecue of some sort for a shoot, and Russ talked about, he's got a bunch of quail or something he talked about cooking up during a shoot. I need to get all that together.
So got in on the giveaway.
We're doing a giveaway of some one-stringer arrow wraps. Pick a number between 1 and 25, and we'll pick a number at the end.
Muddy Ducks, you would love quail. It's pretty tasty. It takes probably about 4 or 5 before you get full off of them because they're so small. Especially wild quail, not store-bought quail. Jeffrey Redmond, we appreciate you sending a box of goodies for us to give away.
Oh, yeah.
He said, internet's working, nobody sneeze. We'll try not to.
Yeah. He sent us these fancy wraps we're giving away tonight. He sent us a big sack of stuff. We got wristlings and wraps and all kinds of stuff. So y'all give him a big thank you in the comments. This arrow will kick off in a minute. It's probably loud on there. It might not be, I don't know.
And then Jeff Hammer, we also got the broadhead that you sent us. It's back here in our stack. Hopefully one of these days we can get around to doing a test on them. Jeff said he listened to us way back when we mentioned the one stringers that he won't buy from anywhere else. Let me try to get the old camera around here where y'all can see what's going on.
I like one stringer. Them people have got it going on. I actually made a one stringer order today. The sooner than later we're gonna do one possibly live, but I did the little Ranch Fairy Tune thing me and TJ did yesterday. We had a bow that we needed to hurry up on, and anyway, so we figured out the arrow. Ended up being this Rampage 300 spine with like a 250 grain tip, but he wants American flag wrap, so I had to order up some. I didn't have any left. I had to order up some today, and they're quick. Them jokers will probably be here Saturday, I'm betting.
Muddy Duck says we have some broadheads too, but we're trying to get a few more but can't find them. Or have to find them.
Yeah.
She's gonna have us a total of 10.
Good Lord.
And Jeff says that one stringer has excellent customer service.
That's no joke. I've emailed them and been like, I need a wrap with an alligator drinking a Bud Light standing on its head, and like 12 minutes later I've got it. And I've got options.
Well,
I've had them do people's logos before to put on a wrap, and I've had one guy wanted some Skoal wintergreen wraps and Budweiser and all this stuff, and it didn't take 2 seconds. They had me a proof, and I sent it to him, and he said, do it.
Leon said that he got some limb decals from them, and he said they turned out great.
Yeah, I got some before too.
And then a buddy of ours, his girlfriend, I guess, are they married now? Not yet. She actually had some ordered with their picture on it.
Oh, I know you. I thought you were going a different direction.
No.
I don't know if they're married or not.
I can't remember.
I don't think. The also, I noticed on the website today, they have got cornhole board skins.
Really?
And I got a shit ton of them.
Oh man.
I was like, TJ is gonna like this, or Squirrel, or somebody.
Squirrel. I still hadn't made my boards yet. I got too into playing golf.
TJ's about to join Women's Pro Golf Tour.
I ain't that good.
I looked it up today for our 52nd one-year podcast. We're going to give away, it's pretty much a Samick Sage, but it's the Galaxy version. They call it a Galaxy Sage, same thing. So that's what we're giving away for the one-year podcast. I need to look a date up. We screwed up on the I screwed up on the podcast this last time. Our camera went dead about 20 minutes in, and I just figured it would have saved what we did, and it didn't. So we had audio but no video. So the first 20 minutes, it finally uploaded last night or today or something. The first 20 minutes of the podcast is just a blank screen.
Muddy Duck says, damn, a shit ton, that's a lot.
You're right.
That'd be my luck. I'd go to put it on the board and get a freaking crease right in the dead center of it or something.
Hmm. I wonder how many reps they should send out a week. I mean, I bet it's some wild number.
Oh, man.
I'd look at getting one of them printer because it's not just a vinyl cutter. You know, it's got a print on there and the whole 9 yards. But it was some like $10,000-$12,000. I was like, nope, not today.
We probably ain't got enough fingers and toes to count, and we probably can't count that high.
What's that?
How many wraps they send out a week?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I bet they. I remember when they first started.
What's up, Matthew?
This stuff stinks. This accelerator, it'll about take your breath away.
If you're just joining us, we're going to give away these one stringer wraps here a little bit later. Choose a number between 1 and 25. And as always, scroll back through the comments and make sure that you don't pick a number somebody already got.
Bingo.
Oh, Richard, he done got in on number 5.
Oh, 5, another dog.
Man, we need to turn some outdoors with TK and Mike on in the shop.
Jackie will never be the same.
No.
I think one day me, you, and Partain were quoting it, and Jackie was looking like, what in the hell are these boys talking about? Because we all knew it line for line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Stanley's on.
Stanley Cooper.
Muddy Duck says she's keeping up with the numbers for us.
Heck yes. I got to figure out how to make her a whatever you make somebody on this thing to where if somebody gets unruly, which we've never had happen, and gets the hollering on there, that she can just be like, delete. What do you, a moderator, admin, whatever it is.
I don't know if we can do that on the live, though.
You can. I've watched other people do it.
Oh, okay.
They'll be like, Muddy Ducks, please take care of this peasant. Nah, we won't get that fancy, but be like, Muddy Ducks, we're going to need you to click the button.
Hey, Stanley, Muddy Duck said 12 is already taken.
I still got a good giggle, not out of Stanley being in the hospital, but Stanley didn't got his gallbladder snatched and said he was laid up high as a cat in the hospital, and we popped up, and he got to giggling, peed all over himself. I don't even know, I didn't know we were that funny.
Richard asked, what replacement cable slide do you guys recommend?
What bow?
Yeah.
What bow, bro? There used to be the Bomar one. It was a white Teflon one. I used to really go for it, but now there's a couple good ones.
What? One of them's a Hyperglide, ain't it?
Yeah, the Saunders Hyper Glide or Slide or whatever. It's a good one. The PSC's got the one with the wheels, but you can get a knockoff of it now for about $10 instead of $30, and they work pretty good.
At Bear Species.
That's right. I'd look into either one called the X Slide or probably that Saunders
Hyperglide.
Yeah.
Because the Hyperglide on it,
It's got little wheels.
it's got little wheels.
You'll get like 2 more feet per second because it's less friction and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know when Stanley Cooper is bringing his, what do you call it?
They throw me for a loop.
I'll think of it in a minute. Not tree stand.
Oh, his saddle.
Saddle. He's gonna bring a saddle, and we're gonna get live on here one night and get him up in a tree to demo that thing and be like, all right, this is Stanley Cooper. He's 25 foot up in the air. Bring her down, son. And then we'll just see what happens from there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do all this that I'm doing. I'm gonna go check the cam timing and the top cam lean here in about 2 seconds, and then get all that right, and then we'll go see what it does on the paper tuner, and then we'll strip down that Jennings bow.
Which reminds me, I need to find us a sack to put all that stuff in.
Man said, just put it in an old grocery store sack. I'll be good to go. We were like, yes, sir.
I can't remember. He told me what he was thought about having it dipped in, but I can't remember now.
Show him that crossbow that come in up there.
Oh, Lord.
We got a doozy.
Flip that camera around.
Prepare yourselves. Woo! She blowed up.
Both loops are disintegrated. And
I could be wrong, but that looks to be possibly a factory set from when that thing was originally.
I think so too, because it's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
No string.
Rest in peace. All right. We will actually. I will leave that alone. We'll go over to the drawing board and just see what's happening. Hang out for a bit and fix this thing up.
No.
Let's see here. We're gonna be close. Top's hitting just a little bit before the bottom. Center of the limb. And a little bit on the outside edge. So what I need, I'm on the outside edge of the limb with the laser. So I'm gonna put a half twist in the green side of the yoke. And my, what was it? Top's hitting first. So I'm gonna take like one twist out of the bus cable. We good on poundage, and then go from there.
Oh, Stanley says he's ready. He said he got to check with his sidekick.
Uh-oh. You gonna put her up in there?
I thought he was talking about Mikey Johnson.
Oh, might almighty. I don't know if Johnson can go up a tethered tree saddle.
I don't know either.
That'd be a lot of archer in the tree.
See if I can't get some live action over here going.
Let's just blow it up for the hell of it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm on. Let's see what that did. That ought to put us pretty close. Down.
Stan said no comment.
Let's see what we got going on here now. Oh, buddy.
I know the angle's hard to see, but I can't really with this tripod.
Oh, buddy. Let's see what we did here. Alright, I'm center of the limb on that side with my laser, and I'm a little outside there, but it's within, I mean, it's close. So, I'm gonna go take a half twist out of the black, because I put a half twist in the green to bring that on over, and it's probably going, our cams are like a 30-second being timed. It's ought to fix the whole 9 yards, and then we'll check it again, go shoot it. Maybe we'll let TJ shoot it.
Oh Lord. William says, "What's up?"
What is up, my people? Half twist out of the black. Okay. That's still good. I still got to time the rest too.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put tight in, and then I can pull it through because I got it angled right. Let me get some of this good serving right here. If y'all just tuning in,
I think I laid them over here.
we are giving away some error wraps, courtesy of Mr. Redman. Pick a number between 1 and 25. Try your best to not pick a number somebody else has already picked, so look in the comments. But if you do, we're going to try to catch it.
John Sheffield asked, "When are we going to do a string making video?"
That's a good question. I don't know. Need to do it. Oh, well, we've been kind of working on bows on these Thursdays because we got a wall full of bows to try to get done, and they keep piling in. But maybe one Thursday when they ain't too crazy, we could jump on the string making.
Dean Huff said, "New string set coming Saturday from you guys. See how they gonna do on the old Parker."
A good old Parker. I wish Parker wouldn't went out of business. They're one of the companies that, like, I didn't see them going out of business, and when they did, I was like, dang it. And we still get help. TJ had a guy in here the other day with a Parker crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
and TJ pretty much told him, "You can't get parts for this."
I had one come in. It's been about a month or two back now. That was locked at full draw,
That's right.
and it was a Parker. And I told him, I was like, "I hate to tell you," I said, "but Parker's no longer in business, and unless you look up and somebody's got some spare parts on old Archery Talk or the internet, it'd be a hard find."
Poor little feller.
They were scared to death too. They said they threw it under a big quilt on the bed in the other room, and they was just waiting on it to blow.
Let's see what we got happening here. Beautiful. Our timing's looking real nice. Check this old cam out. I'm over on the you see where it's at there. Now flip it over, it's on the same spot on that side. So we are technically looking good. I'm gonna trade with T-Bob.
All right.
And he can shoot this thing. Actually, I'm gonna make a small adjustment to this string stop because it's pushing on the string more than I like.
Let me read these couple comments that came in. Let's see. Stanley, y'all still got any glow in the dark string loop material staying with you?
Look at that right there. Oh, buddy.
And then William asked, had a quick question. Is it normal for center serving to wear out after a couple months? I get it done twice in a few months. He says, I do shoot about every day.
Are you shooting like straight off the center serving, like no loop? I'm guessing. In that case, it probably is fairly normal.
Richard, the Krabby Master asked, when are you guys doing the Ranch Ferry high FOC test?
We did the one yesterday because the guy would need to get the bow done, but we're planning to do a big online one of some sort, or a big YouTube one of some sort. We ended up between these two arrows, Rampage 250 and a 300. The 250 grain tip was good out of them. So, and they both flew pretty good at 20 yards. So we went to the paper tuner, and the 300 did a better bullet hole than the 250 after all this tinkering we did. So I'm building him some arrows to that spec, but it was pretty neat. It's pretty much a bare shaft tune like I'm used to doing, but plus a big heavy tip to play with, you know. And we played with what, 145, 175, 200, 250, all kinds of different tips, and so we just need the video.
Yep.
Here's
on the next one. Let's see. Richard Clark. We're giving away some one stringer arrow wraps. So pick a number between 1 and 25 and see if
I'll take this. Yeah, we're giving away them wraps. So pick a number 1 and 25. Let me get all this junk out of the way. Our target needs repair. It looks like it's gutted. TJ brought it. I've got new carpet to put along the front of it. I just haven't done it yet. I'm gonna peel this paper up.
I was gonna say we may want to do some new paper.
Here he goes. It's a Beeman ICS Hunter. I think it was a 340 spine. It's on 60 couple pounds. And looks like a wood. Let me look at that. Fire it one more time. Maybe a smidgen. Tail high. Smidgen. We got in a new we got in all kind of stuff. Spot hog shipment came in. Black Eagle. I can't think of what else. What else came in?
Black Eagle, Spot Hog. We got some Axis airs in.
That's pretty there. Do it one more time.
I'm trying to think what else all came in.
Access QAD stuff. Vapor Trail Rest. All kinds of stuff. But
I just remember some of these Hoyts were very grip sensitive.
I don't think it's got a bad tear.
And it could be me.
So we'll leave it alone till he shows up. And then we'll play some more. But now we got a Jennings to tear down. Let me get over here and show it to y'all. This butte, I don't remember the story behind it, but he's gonna get it dipped. So he just told us to take it apart completely. Actually, I remember making a string for this the other year. Look at that. Can you see that at all? It was a fancy, it's like sand and tan with a black pinstripe. I was trying to match the camo. I thought it looked pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that beautiful hair, Muddy Ducks. Woo.
Uh-oh.
She said, look at that spiked hair.
I'm gonna set this down. Let me see if we got some comment. William says he uses a D-loop. It's where the air knocks on, so
It's weird.
yeah.
I wonder if it's a big serving that's eating into it or something.
That's what I was gonna say. Richard Clark says, waiting for my local pro shop to give the okay to open the range up so that I can get my Kuma paper tuned. Although the shop is open, the range is still closed under COVID restrictions in the UK.
Yeah.
Thing that won't come off.
There's the string.
He said we hadn't been too long to put these on for him.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
I'm gonna run over and grab some twist tie or zip tie and just zip them up.
Yeah.
Going. Do we have any more?
Man, at the limbs on this thing, they're huge. Huge. I'll see y'all at the counter.
Yeah, I'm being slow. I found him a little bag to put his string in.
Here we go.
Muddy Ducks, he told us the color, but I can't remember what it was.
I wonder if you could do your epoxy stuff on a bow riser. I bet you could. Because, I mean, I don't see what would be different than that and something similar like a powder coat.
But sorry, y'all. If you're just joining us, we're going to give away these one stringer air wraps. So pick a number between 1 and 25 and we'll pick it here in a little bit.
Are you dipping the limbs or just the riser?
I don't know, he just said he was going to have it dipped. And Muddy Duck said that she would think so.
The reason I was asking about the limbs is I don't know whether to take the cams and all off or leave them alone or what.
I think he's going to do the limbs and everything.
So we might ought to take it all apart.
Yeah.
We're going to have to,
I'm going to get a small Ziploc bag back here.
see if we can break that loose.
Uh-oh.
say we need to document or take a picture of your phone how these spacers are oriented so that if we put it back together.
Good almighty. I think we're going around the screw out.
It looks like there's super glue on it. Like, I don't know.
Oh no, I'm gonna break it. Or we gonna strip the bolt.
That sucks. That's not super glue. That's 5-minute epoxy around that thing.
Let's see. Matthew asked William, is the knot really tight on the serving? And William said, no, it's okay. He said, I took it to the shop twice to check as well.
That's weird.
What knocks are you running?
Yeah. Grab us a big set of pliers to get that off with. And
You want the vice grips?
that's fine. And then them little curved needle nose, I'll take all these
All right.
doohickeys loose.
Let's see. There's one right in front of me. William said he might have to just get a little bit smaller serving. I wonder what center serving they're actually using too.
There's no telling. Yeah, there's something rigged on this thing. There's a shim of a thing behind here. I think we just tell him because I mean I'll be happy to round it off for him, but
Yeah.
tell him to break that loose. It might take some heat or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Take your phone and take a picture of that real close. Let's do it that way. However many pictures you need, and just to make when we put this back together, we'll know how they had them shims.
Oh. Let me get my video out of the way.
And then the top one's easy. It's the same thing, the same amount on each side, but. Right.
Let me go get us some little Ziploc bags. He's using the Easton X knot.
A little booger, or a smaller booger. Well, crap. Yeah, it could be. Usually my thing would be the knot fits too tight, but if that's not the case, I don't know what to say, unless they're just using some sort of junk serving. The Angel Majesty 21 thousandths is my favorite because it is tough. It stays round, so you don't get as much of that worn in stuff as you do on some of the other serving like the 62 XS, but it could be a couple things. I'm gonna pop this E-clip out and just knock this axle out so he'll have these limbs. There are deflection number there is. Those 93, 93, 90, so they're all 93, so it don't matter. Let's see.
Muddy Ducks asked, even though it's an older bow, would it matter how the limbs get put back in the same place?
Yeah, if the deflection numbers were different. These are all 93 deflection numbers, so we're good. I about lost that one. We good.
Hand me all, I'll get them. Is that one stuck to the cam?
Mm-hmm, yes, made into it.
Okay. A little bitty one. Where's the other E-clip at? Off this one. Right there, right there. Just gonna try to keep everything together.
Keep it together, T-Bot.
I try.
Here's all the top cam stuff.
Let's see. Richard Clark asked, "You're not using the small groove X knock instead of large groove X knocks." Mighty Duck says, "Cool, they were all the same." The small groove X knock is designed for smaller serving. I wonder, cause ain't the smaller X knocks more of a, no, not a recurve style, because that would be a lot thicker.
From my test, which has been a while now, but I think the small groove like it to measure out at about a 0.108, and the bigger groove like a 0.112, 0.113. So I mean that could be it. I hate that we can't get this loose right here, but I don't want to round it out either. We'll just tell him to bow up on it.
Yeah.
What kind of sack you got for all this good stuff?
I don't know, but we can find one.
The smell of grease.
Let's see if it'll fit in there just for.
Oh, Lord, I thought I knew something. Shazam. This guy, very nice guy, is in the military, and he's from here. He comes in every time they're back in town, but whenever he's back, he has to leave back out, I think, on Monday. But whenever they're back and we put that bow back together, we'll update everybody on what it looks like and what pattern he used and stuff. I'm gonna take this camera over there.
Okay.
And we'll proceed to our normal talking. If I can not clang it around.
Remind me, I gotta throw the string in there too. He said, William said they came on the FMJ that he shoots.
Yeah. There we go. Have y'all seen on Facebook, like in the last 2 weeks, a lot of Matthews VXRs blowing up, factory strings? I hadn't researched into it, but I've seen like 4 posts of people saying their brand new bow had blew up. And I don't know why or if it's their fault or what, but I mentioned it a while ago to somebody. Curious if y'all seen it. If you just tuned in, we're giving away these 1-stringer wraps here, courtesy of Mr. Redman. He sent us a whole box of stuff to give away, so that's very cool of him. But pick a number between 1 and 25 if you hadn't already, and here in about 5 minutes or so we'll pick a number and somebody can win these jokers. They're green with a carbon fiber black part at the front. It looks to me like they're about a 1-inch diameter, so I think they'll fit standard carbon or smaller is what it looks like. So fancy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nose itching. I got grease on my hands.
Richard Clark said, "I've seen a couple. I thought most folks changed out the Zebra strings for custom sets pretty much from day one."
I think most do.
Yep.
We were talking about that a while ago in the shop. Talking about people that'll buy a new bow, but then you still got to spend. Some people are spending, according to the company, but say $200 on a new set of strings and cables. And yes, it probably needs it, but that sucks. If you're gonna spend that kind of money on a brand new bow, and then you got to spend another. We were just talking about the high dollar people string sets or whatever, but that's crazy. And then I made the comment that if I had to pay that much for a string set, I'd just sell the bow every year or two before I'd pay that much for by that point the bow's worth $600. You're gonna spend a third of the worth of the bow on a set of strings from those couple high-end companies you see floating around. And nothing against them. No. Good for them for getting that much money for it, but that's a lot of money.
William said that's what he's shooting's a VXR, and then Matthew said a shooting partner had his VXR blow up on him 3 weeks after he got it.
The comfort kiss. A kisser button that is a pleasure, not a pain. I don't think I've ever seen that package before. Somebody must have brought that in. Or did we order it?
No, I actually think, who brought that in? I can't remember who brought it in, but we put it on a boat.
Okay, grease on me. We'll wait about 2 more minutes and we'll draw a number. If you're new on here, we're giving away some wraps. Pick a number between 1 and 25. We'll draw that. And if also you've been keeping up with some of the podcast stuff, we're on week 45 this week. When we get to week 52, so 7 more weeks, we're going to do it live on a Saturday evening, whatever that week is. I'll know by the next time we do the podcast, I'll have a date for you, but we're giving away a recurve bow, and it'll be kind of fancy.
Redmond said yes, they're 1 inch.
Okay.
On the wraps. William says I do have gas strings and cables coming. And Richard Clark, I'm loving the string and cables that I had from you guys. They're awesome. As far as I know, they're the best set in the UK. They're the only set in the UK. I misread that. Only set.
Believe it or not, I've shipped several over there, and we get a good bit of business from Australia. Last week, I think 2 sets went to Germany, and then a couple weeks ago, we sent a set to Russia. We send a good many to Mexico. You'd be surprised how many they go all over the place.
Matthew said he got his in March and no problem yet.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just any decent string maker got their process figured out, and it just involves a lot of stretching the string, and keeping everything right. So there's probably very few bad custom string builders out there that I know of. Sound like a lawnmower. Anyway, but and everybody, you get the bigger companies and they got like 25 people working there, and they got to make a payroll, and I understand how that works. So some people charge different prices and all that, but it's crazy because back in the late 90s, it was like brown and black string, or just black string. You know what I mean? I remember when I seen the first flow green and black string, because green's always been my favorite color, and I love the bright green. I remember thinking, holy crap, you can get a string that color, and it was actually a zebra string. I ordered a zebra string that color, and I thought I was the stuff. And then now, you wouldn't believe it, the people that come in and they'll be like, I want a blue and yellow string, I want matched wraps to match, fletching to match, wrist sling. I mean, we decked the whole bow out.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
We haven't been seeing a whole lot of that though here lately. Normally it's just like last year it was all about, to have to match bow. This year is pretty much just whatever's on it, just match at.
Seemed like this year the thing is the heavy arrow stuff. Yeah. That's this year's theme. All right, we're gonna pick a number. If you hadn't pick a number between 1 and 25 real quick. Giving away these 1-stringer wraps. Make sure you don't pick a number somebody else has got. If that happens, we'll choose whoever picked it first. And then email me, archeryshack@gmail.com, if we don't already have your information, and we'll get them in the mail to you.
Muddy Duck says, what do we have any thoughts on bloodline material?
Yeah. We got several sample spools of it 2 years ago when it first kind of came out, and I like it. I have really been considering ordering a bunch of it. We made 20 sets or something, and when I first got it, I think I actually posted somewhere and was like, hey, we got this material. I'll cut 10 people a deal. Just let me know how it works. And most of those people said it did fine. I like the consistency of it from what I can tell because of the no wax stuff and all that, but I still hadn't used it enough to say I love it. So that's something we'll probably tinker with in the future. The bad thing about this other string material, not that it's bad, but a lot of times you'll get a fluorescent color and it'll have a lot more wax in it. So the strand the strands are different diameters. Like if you made a flow green string, it's going to be bigger than like a black string, or even a white string is the best because it really don't have any wax mostly. But the bloodlines look to be the same across the board, so that's something I'm gonna tinker with. We have made pretty good friends with those boys, and at the different shows and stuff. So it might be something we tinker with.
Richard Clark says no string makers in the UK will put any form of guarantee on their strings. That's weird.
That is weird. I guess bring up
You ready?
our numbers. We'll draw somebody and leave y'all be.
Generating. Number 23, if somebody picked that. I
23.
don't know if anybody picked 23. I'm sure Muddy Ducks has done beat me to it. I don't think nope, nobody picked it. All right, let me go back to it. Let's regenerate another one. Number 18.
18.
I don't remember seeing 18 either. Let me scroll back through. Nope, no 18.
No 18. We'll draw again.
Generating. Number 17.
17.
Maybe we ought to just write them down, throw them in. Well, I ain't got a hat on no more, so throw them in a hat. Thought I seen 17, but I could be wrong.
Anybody got 17?
Most, yep, no 17.
Drawing again.
Number 14.
14. Anybody got 14?
Stan the man.
Stanley Cooper.
That's what Muddy Duck said.
You are the man, Stanley. We can mail these to you, or if you in the area swing by, you just let me know.
Let me see, 14. I remember, I know he picked, I think it was 12, and then he had to repick. Yep.
Stan is the man.
Let's see. Leon said he got a set of bloodline strings from us a while ago that held up really good.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think the material's good, because by now people would be reporting from different companies that are using it that something's wrong. But at first I was like, no wax. I don't know about this, but it seems to be working. So
the only thing that, and this is by no means from a finished build part, but on the layout, it's so slick.
Yeah.
That when you're trying to keep a consistent tension on the spool, it likes to pop off the
jig.
jig. That's the only thing I can think that, but that, like I said, that don't, as far as the end product, that doesn't affect that.
But anyway, congratulations, Stanley.
Yep.
You have won the wraps. We'll be back. We're going to record our podcast this weekend and get sort of back on our normal routine slowly. It's been we had 4th of July and we closed early on that Friday and gone Saturday, and we're trying to get back to the normal routine of things. So we'll have some podcasts out normal time next week.
Yep.
Back again live next Thursday, and on the podcast and the live feed I'll have more information on our giveaway here in a couple of weeks for the 1-year podcast anniversary, and hopefully sooner than later have some broadhead stuff to play with, our little test we've been talking about. So appreciate y'all watching.
Richard Clark said his bloodline a BCY product.
It's not.
It's not. They're a totally different company.
Yeah. They just, I don't know. They popped up 2.5 years ago out of the blue. I know their material's made in Minneapolis. That's about all I know. Good people.
Yeah,
But if you got Instagram, they post a lot on Instagram.
they do.
But
Stan said he's coming to get him a glow in the dark loop, so he'll pick him up.
it'll match his underwear.
Yep.
We'll let y'all be. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all on the next one.
See you next week.
I gotta walk around here and turn this thing off.
I'm going back to laying out.
Don't be jealous.